Hello everyone, welcome to my part 2 of the maths tutorial video on general term of a number sequence. For this video, I'll be sharing with you how to find a general term for a more complicated number sequence. So let's begin. Let's consider this sequence 2, 5, 8, 11 and 14. So how do we find the general term of this number sequence? Follow these steps and you will not go wrong. Right? First step, create a table. Right? 2 rows, position n, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. Our goal here is to find what is the n term, right? And the term, Tn. Right? So let's fill in the spaces. For position 1, it is 2, 5, the third term here is 8, the fourth term here is 11, and the last term here is 14. As from the previous video, we describe each term as capital T and the small number, meaning the position of the number. So in this case, T1 refers to 2, T2 refers to 5, T3 is 8, T4 is 11, T5 is 14. Next step, let's look at this term Tn row. Concentrate on this row, right? From the first term to the second term to the third term, and so on and so forth, you will see that there is an increment of a constant value. What's that? There is an additional of 3. Right? You're right, right? So from the first term to the second term, there is an additional of 3, additional of 3, additional of 3, and additional of 3. Once we have conquered this, we can already know, right, that every subsequent terms there is an increment of positive 3. So how do we write the statement here? So in this case, it will be 2 will always be, T1 will always be 2 because it's the first term, right? The second term, okay, this is the tricky part. Write down what is the first term, 2, right? Plus 3 because there is an increment of 3. Again, same goes for the third term. What is the first term? And write down how many 3's are added to the first term to get 8. In this case is plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. Right? Same thing. First term. Add how many 3's are there? In this case is 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay? And the last term, which is the fifth term, equals to 2, which is the first term, plus the number of 3's. Alright, in this case, there are 4 3's. Okay, added to the first term to get 14. Let's check. 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. There you go. So now, the third step. Okay, after writing down each and every term, right? Let's see. Our goal here is to find what is Tn, the general term. Alright? So now look at the term, the fifth term. Alright? This is number 5. Alright? Now, we know that every term begins with a 2. The only thing that changes is the number of 3's that are added to the first term. Alright? So in this case, how can we actually summarize, right, to write in general term the number of 3's, alright, from number 5. Take a look. There are 4 3's, meaning 4 3's. How do you get 4 from 5? Let me repeat that question again. How do you get 4 from 5, which is the fifth term? Some of you might answer, easy. 5 minus 1 is 4. And basically you are right. Okay? If I generalize this as n minus 1, okay, remember this n is a variable and it follows the position of the term. So in this case, it is the fifth term. So if I put inside the number 5 or substitute the number 5 to n, what do I get? I get 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. And what should I multiply? Multiply by? Exactly, multiply by 3. Okay, so from here, same goes for this, right? I can take this as n minus 1 times 3. N minus 1 times 3. N minus 1 times 3. N, oh sorry, this should be plus 0, right? So this 0 here is n minus 1 times 3. So check. If it's the third term, let's substitute n is equals to 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. You're right. So let's see, how can we come up with the general term for the nth term? So it's equals to 2, which is the first term, plus n minus 1 multiplied by 3. So if you look at the rules of operation or BODMAS, you will know that you have to do multiplication first before you do the addition. So let's see, 2 plus 3 multiplied by n is 3n. 3 multiplied by negative 1 is minus 1. Alright, so what do we get? We get 3n, 2, multiplied by 3. Alright, so 2 minus 3 is equals to minus 1. So this is the general term for a number sequence. So please follow these steps for all complicated sequence. So let me repeat myself. Firstly, consider the sequence, write it down in the box, state all the term, each term, right? Make use of n minus 1. Okay, make use of n minus 1 and make sure you multiply by the correct constant value. Okay, evaluate, you will get the general term. Happy learning.